When you are matching psychographic profiles with your clients, the key is you set the stage for success with virtually every engagement. Hi, and welcome back. I'm Michèle Soregaroli. I'm a differentiation expert. I work with professional services providers to help differentiate your offer, create a more advantageous competitive positioning, and help you organize your offer so that it is attractive and compelling to your existing clients and to prospects. So a lot of times we talk about differentiation in the terms of branding and marketing, and sometimes the niche falls into that, or the client avatar, or your ideal client profile, if you will. What I want to offer here is the importance of differentiating first as that applies to your client avatar. When we talk about differentiation of your value proposition, the key here is remembering that being different is not necessarily valuable. The key is that you want to make your differences, the things that make you unique, the things that make your approach to the problem solving, the way you arrive at the outcome, the things that are unique about that is what makes it valuable. The outcome is valuable. How you get there is also valuable. And the thing about decoding this, how you get there then puts emphasis on the type of client or the client avatar or the niche that is going to most benefit from or get the most value from how you get there or how you deliver that outcome, the approach that you take, the differences in your model. So where we think about niching in the perspective, from the perspective of differentiation, I want you to really think about it's very, very common traditionally to look, especially at geographic niching. So we might see this in industries like, especially in residential real estate, we call that farming, where they farm a certain territory or farm a certain area. We see that predominantly in the real estate area. We also tend to see that in other areas that are location specific. So we may be looking at geographic for your services offer. We may also be looking at demographic. So demographic niching or client avatars is when you're starting to look at the profile of the individual. So the characteristics that they have, what age group, what kind of profession they might have, or the way their lifestyle is. The demographic profile is the components of that or the qualities of that client avatar. But the thing about services that's a little different, that makes it really, really nuanced and very easy to differentiate, is when we start looking beyond geographic and beyond demographic, but instead into psychographic profile. And this is where we get into how people think, their belief systems, their worldview, their values, their cultural motivators, the things that inform how they make decisions and why and when they take action. These are the key components of a client avatar that is well suited to a differentiated offer in professional services. So what do I mean by that? So let's say that you have a differentiated offer that specifies a particular approach in the way you do what you do. If you're, let's say, you're a law firm and you specialize in labor law, for example, and let's say that you have a culture around more soft approaches. Maybe you are looking at, instead of being litigation oriented or conflict oriented, you prefer to take a more collaborative approach. So your style is going to be very attractive to those who want to avoid high conflict environments. Now, inside of that, you're going to have even more specific ways to avoid high conflict environments and to create very amenable situations that help your clients arrive to a reasonable agreement at the end. The way you do that and the way you guide them through that mediation or that collaborative agreement, if you will, if you have a specific style, it's going to impact the type of client, the way they think. Not so important about what their job is, not so important about where they live. It's more important about how they think. So what you're doing is creating a situation where you are setting up for success. When you are matching psychographic profiles with your clients, you're much more likely to be successful in that engagement because you're going to have fewer points of conflict, fewer areas where you might have disagreement, fewer areas where you have to be selling a client per se on your style, selling them on your approach, trying to convince them that this is a good way to go. when you're psychographically matched, they are likely going to believe and accept and align with your thinking more readily and be consistently following through on the things that you are wanting to guide them to do or to support them to how to move forward. So these are things to think about where differentiation gives you so much clarity in terms of not just your branding and your marketing, but also in your client attraction and also in how you deliver and how you design even your offer, how you influence people, and whether or not you even need to influence them because you tend to be like-minded at the beginning. Differentiating your offer and coming to a place where you deeply understand the components of that help you stop spinning your wheels, and it helps you organize yourselves and your business in such a way that you set the stage for success with every single client, which of course, as you know, when you are successful with clients, they tend to gush. They tend to become raving fans. And differentiation is a good starting point for you to develop the clarity you need in order to strategically design your business such that you can be successful with virtually every engagement. I invite you here to continue with us on this journey by subscribing to this YouTube channel. And as we've talked about before, if this is information that you think might be valuable to someone in your network, we encourage you to share that with them as well. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll look forward to seeing you the next time. Bye for now.